Time to check out Richie's Plank Experience Remastered for the PlayStation VR2. Let's dig in.
The highly seasoned gamer VR.
So we want to get to the top of this building, and the only way to really do that is to walk into this elevator. Hey, check it out. Max Mustard is playing on the TV. Now keep in mind, this is not a game, it's an experience, and as long as you go in knowing that, you're going to have a great time. Let's do things backwards and show you the main plank experience last. Free flight, for example, you just hit the button, and the elevator will take you. You can almost look through the cracks. In free flight mode, I basically have two hands that are rockets, and I can fly around like Superman. Each one has a different ability or different set of power, and I can just cruise around the city, kind of like Resist style, and just have some fun. And I gotta say, even just for this alone, if the game's on sale and you just feel like flying around freely, like woohoo! You can lay in bed and just pretend you're Superman. And although I'm not here yet, my boys over at Without Parole, hey buddies, they've managed to put some of these content creators in the game. Hey man, how's it going? Let's check out the Hero Academy next, because that's the most, I guess you could say, game-ish part of this experience. And when you come here, you're going to have 3 different choices or mini-games that you can choose from at Richie's Hero Academy. And let's start with the first one, which is Rocket Race. Rocket Race is straight up what you'd expect. A race through the rings as fast as you can do it, and you can gain practice with this using the free flight mode to try to get good at it. But I gotta say, this is fun. Whoa! Woohoo! Firefight is my favorite out of the bunch. In this mode, you get to swap between the jets and the fire extinguisher. And you feel like a firefighter because I'm flying around one-handed listening for the bells. I could hear it. And that's how you can tell where the fires are. Get this one out. Goodbye. Alright, let's see if we can find any more. But that's basically what this mode's about. It just gives you a little something to do. But it is kind of fun. The third minigame is called Missile Defense. In Missile Defense, you're actually trying to take down all the missiles that you can find. And this one's pretty fun too, because sometimes they move out of the way. It can be a pain in the butt to get, but it's pretty fun. Alright, now I'm going to show you the main plank experience. I recommend using a real wooden plank and actually having it adjusted to the virtual plank in-game for true immersion, but you don't need it. You can just use a virtual plank. Alright, so in my opinion, the best use for this quote-unquote game is to have a bunch of people over for the holidays, or maybe have a few beers and laugh at your friends, so the elevator doors will open up. And this piece of wood plank will match the piece of wood that you actually placed on the floor. Of course, you don't need a real piece of wood, but it makes it that much more immersive. And as you see, whew, I'm walking on this plank. Oh, if you're afraid of heights, this will definitely test your, as you can see, it's pretty wild. You can sit down on the plank even if you want. Whoa. And of course I can just, whoa, jump off. You can hit start at any time to take you to the menu where you can warp to the ground, set up your plank again. You can shut off nightmare mode if you're scared, and you can even turn on smooth turning, which is pretty cool. You can thank GameCado for the smooth turning option. You'll notice a little do not touch on this side of the elevator, and of course that tempted me. not suitable for children. So I hit this button, and whoa, apparently it kind of turns the game into horror mode or Halloween mode. I've never experienced this before, so whoa. Whoa, I wasn't expecting this. This is not what I was expecting. Whoa, this is, what am I, in the Twilight Zone now? Although it's just a classic old VR experience, they've really remastered it beautifully with some nice lighting, much better graphics and visuals, and like I said, it's a classic. Hey look, it's Miles. Hey Miles. I wonder if Miles would agree with my 7.9 score, because that's what I would give this game. It's very short, but it is what it is. I rate games based on what they are and if they've achieved what they've set out to do. And at this price, being that it's just an experience, the game deserves a 7.9 because it achieves what it sets out to do. It may not be for everybody, and it may make you motion sickness if you have those issues in VR, which I do not. But if you just want to have a little fun and fly around a city in a similar way to Resist, which I would recommend, of course, if you love this game, go for it. That's Richie's Plank Experience in a nutshell. Pick it up on sale if you think it's too pricey, but it's definitely something you should have in your collection.